shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Maddox. Here comes the heat. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He's got great speed. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for room, it's Cox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Fires left. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the ground, it's Cox. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. You know they love their track in Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Bradley. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that diagonal.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go with the direct snap. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Rebels will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Maddox. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On 1st down from their own 22. That's reeled in. It's Rock. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Marshall. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The quick out. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find to the 36.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackler.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. That's caught. It's Reed. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Rides the back and leaps it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Cox. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Maddox. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Riggs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Perry.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd down play from the gun. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the 1st drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over Western Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cox. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to...
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Looking to take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
give to the running back. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Bradley. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points, they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the single back. Down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Quickly complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a...
There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do